the cleats, hit the court, take the swing. From football fields to hoops, we cover everything. Bases loaded, birdies sinking down the green. Pickleball, paddles popping, you know what I mean. But when the scoreboard's done, we ain't calling it a night. We flip the script and dive into the crypto light. Bitcoin's bouncing, all coins in flight. With 3 waves, we break it down right. Sports and crypto, the ultimate blend. Stay locked in, we set the trend. This is all sports and crypto. Let's begin.
Hey everyone, welcome back to All Sports and Crypto. I'm Katie Randall, and I'm here with my partner in all things blockchain and ball games, Crypto Dan. Dan, you ready for this week's chaos?
Always, Katie. I mean, July's been wild, right? Sports drama everywhere, and the crypto charts are just as nuts. But let's start with the sports side. Because honestly, I can't get enough of these rivalries lately.
Yeah, let's talk WNBA first. Caitlin Clark and Nafisa Collier are just lighting it up. The All-Star weekend in Indy was electric, and you could feel that rivalry with Paige Buchers heating up. I love how Clark and Collier are pushing each other, but also, Collier's doing so much off the court too. She and Breanna Stewart just wrapped up the first season of Unrivaled, that new 3-on-3 women's league. Rose BC took the title, but honestly, the whole thing is a huge win for women's hoops.
Yeah, and it's cool to see the 3-on-3 format getting some love. It's got that street ball vibe, but with pro-level talent. I mean, I can't play anymore, knees are shot. But I'd watch that all day. And Katie, you called it last month. Clark and Buchers are going to be the bird and magic of this era if this keeps up.
Ha! I'll take that. And speaking of All-Star Weeks, MLB's was packed. Jazz Chisholm Jr. put on a show in the Home Run Derby, and we had some serious pitching from Paul Skeens and Tarek Skubal. But my favorite story? Bryce Matthews getting called up to the Astros, Nebraska's 42nd major leaguer. That's huge for the Huskers. And FSU set a school record with 4 early picks in the 2025 draft. College baseball's on fire right now.
Yeah, and you know, I always root for the underdogs. Matthews' call-up is one of those feel-good moments. But not all the news was happy. Ndamukong Suh finally retired. Nebraska legend, total beast on the D-line. And then there's Calvin Thomas decommitting from Nebraska's 2026 class. That's got to sting for the program.
Oh, recruiting drama never ends. I remember my own college days. Coaches calling at all hours, promises flying everywhere. I mean, I almost ended up at a school just because they had better snacks in the locker room. Not kidding. But hey, that's the game. You win some, you lose some, and you hope the next big star sticks around.
Snacks are underrated, Katie. But yeah, July's been a reminder that sports is all about those rivalries, milestones, and sometimes heartbreaks. And speaking of wild rides, should we jump into the crypto side? Because that's been just as dramatic. Let's do it. But first, here's a little public service announcement. When we discuss cryptocurrency, we are not providing financial advice. We are not financial advisors. Therefore, please conduct your own research before investing in anything. I hope that we made that clear. So, Bitcoin just blew past 120K. Actually, it hit 123K for the first time ever. That's a 30% rally in 2025 alone. And it's not just Bitcoin. Ethereum's over $3,000. XRP's up to 294s. It's like every time I check my phone, there's a new all-time high.
It's wild. And the experts are all over the place with predictions. I saw John Glover saying Bitcoin could hit 136K by year-end, and some folks are even calling for 145K or higher. But, you know, July's always been a strong month for crypto. I think the stat was, Bitcoin's never lost more than 10% in July, and the S&P's been up 10 years in a row. So, maybe this is just par for the course?
Yeah, but this time, the macro stuff is really fueling it. U.S. inflation's still hot. The national debt is ballooning. Like $316 billion in May alone. The dollar's down, rates are up, and Bitcoin's just moving in a straight line. Some analysts are calling it crisis mode. I mean, I've seen July bull runs before, but this one feels different. Back in 2021, I remember thinking, this can't last. And then it just kept going. You gotta have nerves of steel. Or, just don't check your portfolio every hour.
I'm guilty of that. But it's not just retail investors piling in. Satoshi Nakamoto's stash is now worth over $131 billion, which would make him the 11th richest person in the world, if Forbes actually counted crypto wallets. And then you've got Michael Saylor, the Winklevoss twins, all these whales holding massive amounts. It's like the rich get richer, but in crypto, it's a whole new leaderboard.
Yeah, and don't forget, Bitcoin dominance is starting to slip a bit, which usually means alt season is coming. Ethereum's up nearly 20% in a week, and some of the smaller tokens are getting attention too. But, as we talked about in a previous episode, these cycles can turn fast. August is often a red month, so I'm keeping my guard up.
Same here. And with all the regulatory stuff, Congress moving on the Clarity and Genius Acts, Trump's executive order for a Bitcoin reserve, it feels like crypto's getting more mainstream, but also more unpredictable. I guess that's why we love it, right?
Absolutely. It's like sports. Just when you think you know what's coming, the game changes. Speaking of unpredictable, the legal side of crypto is heating up too. Should we get into that?
Yeah, let's go there. The Tornado Cash trial is huge right now. Roman Storm, one of the co-founders, is facing federal charges that could put him away for over 40 years. The big question is, can you really hold a developer responsible for how people use open source code? His defense is basically, hey, I just wrote the code. I don't control what people do with it. And there's a lot of support from privacy advocates and the crypto community.
Yeah, and it's not just a U.S. thing. The Dutch courts already convicted another co-founder, but the U.S. case could set a precedent for developers everywhere. If Storm gets acquitted, it might help overturn that Dutch ruling. But if he's found guilty, it could make a lot of devs think twice about building privacy tools. It's a big deal for the whole ecosystem.
And while all that's going on, meme coins are back in the spotlight. Bonk just surged 12% after Grayscale added it to their institutional monitoring list. That's a lot of volume, 2.6 trillion tokens traded at the peak. It's not just retail traders anymore. Wall Street's starting to pay attention to meme coins. I mean, what a time to be alive.
Yeah, and Binance is getting in on the action too. They're launching a new token sale model with the 4meme ecosystem, using this bonding curve thing. Basically, the more people buy, the higher the price goes. But you can't transfer the tokens until the event ends. It's risky, but early birds could make out big, if they time it right. I almost FOMO'd into a meme coin last cycle. Remember that, Katie? I was up at 2 a.m., finger hovering over the buy button, and then I chickened out. Probably for the best, honestly.
You and half of crypto Twitter, Dan. But yeah, the meme coin space is wild. High risk, high reward, and now with institutional players sniffing around, who knows where it goes next? I guess the only thing we can count on is more volatility, more drama, and more stories for us to talk about.
Couldn't have said it better. That's going to do it for this week's episode. We'll be back soon with more sports rivalries, crypto chaos, and probably a few more recruiting snack stories from Katie.
Hey, snacks are serious business. Thanks for hanging out with us, everyone. Dan, always a pleasure. See you next time.
Take care, Katie. Bye, everyone. Stay curious and don't FOMO too hard.
It's Clay. From the field to the chain, we've run the game. Talk touchdowns, home runs, pickleball fame. Hoops and greens, the highlight plays. Then flip the switch to crypto wave. Bitcoin buzzing, markets fly. Altcoins rising, DeFi high. Sports and crypto side by side. All sports and crypto, your trusted guide.